Hello everyone, I'm Captain Logan, and today I'm going to attempt another dramatic reading. After the one I did for Iron Fist a couple months ago when Dan Torrey was here, I've gotten some requests to come back and do another one, and I've been waiting for just the right thing. By the way, I don't have anybody else in the room with me this time. I'm just going to be doing this dramatic reading all by my lonesome for you folks. This is a cold dramatic reading. Not cold in the sense that I've never read this before, but I haven't really rehearsed it and practiced it real hard. I'm going to try to do as much justice to this as humanly possible, but just kind of imagine that, so this isn't a polished thing, just kind of imagine that you're at like a poetry reading or a short story reading, and that's the kind of thing that I'm going to be doing with this. This is from the Ninja Turtles Ultimate Collection, Volume 1. This is this gorgeous, oversized volume of this that came out from IDW a while back, and Eric picked this up. This is his copy, and I'm so jealous of him that he managed to get this at such a great deal. And we're reviewing this on the Mega Show on the Omnibus, and that video may or may not be up by the time you're watching this, but I've been on such a Ninja Turtles kick, and we're actually going to be reviewing this, like I said, and so, as I was reading this down, I found myself, I do this sometimes, reading some of the dialogue out loud in some of the narration boxes, and I thought, you know, this might make for a pretty good dramatic reading. And like I said, I'm going to do my best to do justice to this wonderful work by Eastman and Laird, this incredibly inventive and groundbreaking first issue of Ninja Turtles. So anyway, without further ado, let me go ahead and get right into it. This is issue 1 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 1984, when these guys were just trying out something in their house and had no idea if they were even going to get a second issue, much less the insane phenomenon that this was going to become just a couple of years after that. Here we go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 1. My name is Leonardo. We made a wrong turn somewhere. Now we're caught, our backs to the wall, in this trash-strewn alley. Barring the way out are 15 members of the Purple Dragons, the toughest street gang on the east side. The only way they'll let us out of here is if we're dead. I hold my katana in a relaxed, ready position. To my left, Donatello and Michelangelo follow suit, with staff and nunchaku. Raphael guards my right side. I sense his body quivering with tense energy, waiting to be triggered into Savage, slashing release. You're dead, freaks! Nobody trespasses on Purple Dragon turf and gets away with it, especially when they're wearing stupid turtle costumes. He's wrong. We're not wearing costumes. Hey! Here they come! Scatter! These guys are young, but no rookies. They've been around, toughened by the streets. They fought and beat everything on 2 legs in this area, except us. We hit them airborne. I cut 2 on the way down. Donatello takes out a 3rd with his staff. The punks don't waste much time on hand-to-hand. They break into small groups and open up with their artillery. Raphael loves this stuff. There's a flash as his eyes come out. The 3 toughs don't even see that. Too bad. Who are these guys? Don't know. Some kind of freaks. But even freaks can bleed. Cut them. Yes, we can bleed. And so can you. Our first major skirmish is over, and we are still standing. Our training has served us well. Splinter will be pleased. A police siren wails close by, coming fast. When they arrive, they will find only what is left of the Purple Dragon gang. We do not like to run from those who would be our allies, but we must. They would not understand us. The storm drain beckons. We are never far from a means of escape, for we are trained in the ways of ninjutsu. We strike hard and fade away into the night. The storm drains are our home. We know every inch of these subterranean passages. For all our years, we have dwelt in these dark depths, learning, growing, and building. Ah, my sons, you have returned at last. You have fought, and won, Master Splinter, against 15 foes. Ah, you have done well. Your skills are at their peak. I have foreseen this night for many years. Now it is time. Time for you to be told of the mission for which I have trained you these past 13 years. You will learn of my life and how you came to be. My tale begins some 20 years ago. I was a young rat, a pet bought and cared for by my beloved master Hamato Yoshi. My cage was kept in his dojo, and I watched his daily practice. It amused him to see me mimic his movements, but it was more than mere mimicry. Slowly I learned his art, the mysterious martial art of ninjutsu. I could not have had a better teacher, for it was said that Hamato Yoshi was the greatest shadow warrior of his clan. He was one of the famous Foot Clan, the most feared warriors and assassins in all Japan. Another member of the Foot Clan was Oroku Nagi. He and my master Yoshi competed fiercely in all things, especially for the love of a young woman, Teng Shen. Both tried to win her, but from the start, she loved only one, my master Yoshi. Nagi was insanely jealous. One fateful night, he went to Teng Shen's home and demanded that she love him. Shen refused, saying that she wanted only Yoshi. In a jealous rage, Nagi began to beat her. At that moment, Yoshi, coming to visit his lover, entered the room and saw Nagi poised to strike. Shen! Oh gods! No! Ha! Yoshi dog. If I can't have this wench, then no one will. Yoshi's world vanished in a red haze, and when it cleared, Nagi was no more. Yoshi's shame was great. By killing another member of his clan, he had dishonored himself. His choices were simple, but not easy. To take his own life and hope for honor in the next life, or flee with Shen to another country and try to start life again. He chose the latter, taking with him a few belongings, including me, and came with Shen to New York. Here, my master formed a small martial arts school. Nagi's family, especially his younger brother Saki, were mourning his death. The 7-year-old Saki vowed vengeance on Yoshi. The Foot took hold of Saki's anger and used it to bend him to their own purposes. Saki began intensive training in the ninja's art, and soon surpassed his teachers. As he grew older, his hatred of Yoshi grew deep and bitter. Oroku Saki, you have proven yourself. Though you are only 18, you are our most cunning assassin, and an able leader. Therefore, we have chosen you to go to the US and head the New York branch of the Foot. At last, a chance to avenge my brother's death. Saki moved quickly. Within a year, he had built the New York Foot into a force to be reckoned with. Under Saki's leadership, the Foot was soon involved in many criminal activities, drug smuggling, arms running, and their specialty, assassination. Saki, now called the Shredder, was successful, but not satisfied. In his heart burned hatred for Hamato Yoshi and his wife, Teng Shen. On a night nearly 15 years ago, Saki finally made his move. The time is right. I have tracked them down. For the murderer of my brother, there will be no escape. My master Yoshi came home that evening, never expecting that his most dangerous enemy was lying in wait. Entering the apartment, his gaze fell on the still silent form of his beloved Shen. Then he saw her killer. Good Lord! Who are you? I am Oroku Saki. Oh no! In the struggle, my cage was smashed. I was free, but my master was dead. In my grief, I wandered the streets, living off scraps of garbage. Then one day, while I was searching a trash can for my next meal, I witnessed an accident. An old blind man crossing the street was almost run down by a large truck. At the last moment, a young man leaped at the blind man and knocked him out of the truck's way. As the truck screeched to a jarring stop, a metal canister bounced out of the back of the truck and struck the young man near his eyes. Unnoticed by the crowd, the strange canister bounced several more times, striking and smashing a glass jar which held 4 small turtles. You 4, as infants. You fell into the manhole, followed by the canister. Fortunately, a pile of dead leaves and newspapers broke your fall, but the canister smashed open, releasing a glowing ooze which covered your bodies as you crawled around in it. I followed you down into the storm drain, and not knowing exactly why, gathered you up in a coffee can. I took you to my burrow and washed off as much of the goo as I could. The next morning, I awoke to find the can tipped over, and the 4 of you doubled in size. Somehow, that strange ooze had affected your growth. As I learned later, it had changed me also, making me more intelligent and larger. But I didn't grow as fast as you did. Within a year, you had reached your current size. You followed me everywhere I went, except above ground. I could not risk you being discovered. I was amazed at how intelligent you seemed. But even so, I was not ready for what happened one day. Splinter! One of you actually said a word. My name. More words followed, and soon you were all speaking. Around this time, you started to stand upright and copy my movements. I began training you then, teaching you all that I had learned from watching Master Yoshi. I taught you the use of weapons, the art of stealth, and all that I knew of this world. In time, you surpassed my lessons and became true ninja. Using a battered copy of a book on Renaissance art that I had fished out of the storm drain, I chose names for each of you. Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael. Now I am old, and there is a task that I would have you perform before I leave this life. Now I must ask you to do that which no being should ask of another. I ask you to avenge the cruel death of my master, Hamato Yoshi, and his wife, Tang Shen. I ask you to challenge and kill the murderer, Oroku Saki, the Shredder. Ah, the night air. I love it. I despise the damp, dank underground. My brothers don't seem to mind it, but this is where I belong. Such a feeling of freedom, so much room to move about. I am Raphael, Ninja Turtle, and my master Splinter chose me for this task, to deliver a message of challenge to the Shredder. Splinter told me to infiltrate the Shredder's headquarters and leave a calling card. My pleasure. 2 guards on the right, 1 on the far left. They've gotta go. They'll be my calling card. Intruder! Stop him! They're armed, of course. That's okay. I am too. The 3rd guard sees the action, but doesn't sound the alarm. He thinks he can take me out by himself. Who are you? Ninja? Turtle. We connect in midair. When we land, I'm standing. He isn't. Now, to my task. The message is wrapped around one of my sides. I can see Oroku Saki inside talking to some flunkies. It's an easy shot. So you see, Mr. McAdam, it is to your advantage to have my protection. Hey! Good lord, what is that? Oroku Saki, also known as the Shredder. You have shamed and dishonored the name of your family by murdering Hamato Yoshi. I give you the chance to regain your honor. Meet my 4 disciples for a duel to the death tomorrow night at the following address. Mr. Oroku, is this the protection you would have us purchase? If you cannot keep your own complex secure, outrageous! We cannot believe that your protection is worth anything. Goodbye, sir. Who can this challenge come from? What fool would pit his minions against the might of the Shredder? It doesn't matter. His effrontery will come to grief soon enough. There will be a duel, and there will be death. Theirs. This is it, my brothers. Use your climbing claws and go silently. Shredder! We are here! Shredder! Face us! Who are these fools? I still do not quite understand why after so long this comes back to haunt me. I killed Yoshi 15 years ago. No matter, my men are in place, and the time is near. I shall finish this business once and for all. Shredder, do you fear us? I am here. Come face your doom. Foot, join me! These guys are good. Too good. But we are better. Your ninja have fallen, Shredder. So I see. They were good men, my best. I see, too, that they have left their mark. But that was just students fighting students. Now you must face a teacher, a master. Come, one at a time or all at once, I don't care, for only I will leave here alive. Me first! Ha! You left yourself wide open. You are much too slow. Amateurs. Come, Gaijin. Your brothers have fallen. You are next. Pah! 4 fools. He is too skilled for us to fight one-on-one, brothers. Use group tactics and hit him from a distance. Dodge these, master! Curse you! This is the end for you, Shredder! You are overly confident, fool. Perhaps he is, Shredder, but perhaps not. Now, you are beaten. So, finish it, fools. I am helpless. Slay me now. We turtles are not dogs without honor. Unlike you, Oroku Saki, I will give you one more chance to redeem your honor. Take this katana and commit seppuku. Never! If I must kill myself, I will take all of you turtles with me. This thermite grenade will wipe this rooftop clean of all life, including you. No! Our mission is accomplished. Our master's master is avenged. I'm tired, Leonardo. Yes, so are we all, Michelangelo. Let's go home. Ugh, I ache all over. A hot bath would be nice. Leonardo, look! That piece of armor! It seems that the Shredder has been shredded. We are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We strike hard and fade away into the night. The end. Everybody, thanks as always for watching. Sure appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed my dramatic reading of the first issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And if you have a request for something you'd like to see me attempt to read dramatically on camera, leave a comment. I would love to do more of these if there's any interest in it at all. And in the meantime, I am Captain Logan, and I'll see you again next time.